Amour is very much related or connected to the human being's capacity, mind, psychology, and action in one way or another, and amour particularly or exclusively refers to that sort of human activity in which there is a coordination and basically very harmonious, fruitful, authentic, productive sort of practice and execution of pleasure, desire, comfort, relaxation at the same time, either through reading of books, through writing, for clarity, understanding, knowledge, for the development of humility, kindness, character, modesty, moderation, for the achievement of other virtues, the actualization of our ends, purposes, goals, aims into our lives, for basically cultivation or gaining of authenticity, truthfulness. It could be anything. But then again, amour involves the practice and achievement and execution of all these conditions and qualities and virtues in one or another, one after another. We can achieve all that if we're really productive, authentic, truthful to ourselves as well as to our actions, behaviors, habits. But the fundamental problem with the modern people is not only that they have literally reduced education and reading to just reading, to just entertainment, pleasure, distraction purposes from the bitterness of life, the emptiness of reality, the futility of suffering, because they just cannot face their true selves, because they just cannot confront or come face to face with who they are, what they are not, because of their meticulously crafted persona, because they refuse to see or acknowledge all the shadow content and unprocessed material in themselves. But it's obviously their own bitterness of unacceptability of themselves as well as the embrace of reality. So they cannot accept anything. And that's why they regard all activity and pleasure that has to be distractive and basically obsessive and dangerous in one run. That's why they're addicted to alcoholism, drunkenness, smoking, and all the other maximization of pleasure, which is the primary action or practice of stupidity, mediocrity, insanity, mayhem, competition, lust, desire, vanity, pretense at the heart of the society, and that not only enslaves them at the hands of the governments, basically lusts and traps in institutions, but also that absolutely destroys and annihilates the freedom, independence, dignity, quality of the man and women of individuality, authenticity, truthfulness, distinction, and solitariness as well in one or another. So obviously it depends upon us, but the modern people also regard reading and education as just acquiring or possessing as many degrees as they possibly can, which will somehow provide them with personality, character which they don't have, of which they're incapable of. So that is the thing.